We don't mess with anything in terms of the term victim. We just change offender to justice impacted individual. We're adding the Department of Corrections, adding Human Services, adding Sangamon and Cook County adult probation, and 2 members who've experienced the ARI system as offenders or justice impacted individual.
It might seem like a small thing. I mean, obviously changing a term can have a positive or negative impact when we do that. But I would say that over and over again, we keep changing the names for how we are referring to those who are have entered into criminal activity. And each time we make that change, each agency has to make that change on every one of their documents. So right now in the Department of Corrections, there's multiple changes that have been made, and it's costing thousands and thousands of dollars just to do a name change. So I would ask, why is it necessary to make the name change? Even if the rest of the bill was okay, which I don't think that it is, but even if the rest of it was okay, the name changes may seem like a small thing, but it costs thousands and thousands of dollars to do that.
This was in Illinois, where they decided to change, it was Illinois House Bill 4409, and they wanted to change the word offender to, as you heard, quote, justice impacted individual in the state law. Welcome back to the program. Dana Lash with you. Words have no meaning. Justice impacted individual, as though through no fault of their own, justice just hit them. They didn't do anything. I was out minding my own business, and I'll be damned, justice hit me upside the head. Wait, what? That I am impacted by it, the justice. They make it sound like it's a knockout game and some rando named Justice is running around smacking people. That's what they make it sound like. But as dumb as you think this is, it's not as dumb as this bill passing both the House and Senate in Illinois and making its way to the governor who's going to sign it. So it's not offender. So in Illinois, they're not going to be offender. It's justice impacted individual. Now, when you hear that phrase, justice impacted individual, what do you think of? What is the point of this? What do you think of? I mean, they're still going to prison. Oh, I'm justice impacted. This sounds like a comedy. This is like an SNL skit. This is not a real thing. So you can't say criminal. They went from criminal to offender, because remember, it used to be criminal. Then they went to offender. And now they're going to say justice impacted individual. Where does this stop? I'm a justice impacted individual. When does this stop? This is so in this, and it passed both chambers. What are you? What if you're a thief? What would they call that? A undocumented taker, borrower, undocumented possessor. Ooh, I like that. So that's what burglars will be called now. No, he's not a thief. He's not a burglar. That's a harsh term. Come on. Undocumented possessor. Because we all know that the reason why these crimes keep happening is because the names of the people who commit the crimes hurt the criminals' feelings. And they're like, you know what? Because of that, I'm going to keep stealing. I'm going to keep stealing things. I'm mad at you. So is this what they would describe like the people who are driving up their murder rate? Justice impacted individuals. I can't. This is crazy. What if you're a drug dealer? Someone said, are they going to be called unlicensed pharmacist? Ooh. What if you're like a kidnapper? Surprise detainer. Just saying. This is all crazy. This is crazy. This is what they're doing, though. I'm just waiting to see what else is next. But that one lawmaker made a good point. They have to change this on all their documents, and that's not cheap. Because anything with the government isn't cheap. If you have to change a document, say maybe out in the real world that costs, 25 cents. But if it's the government, that's $2,500. Thank you. Because you got to pay for the Rube Goldberg machine of government workers that do it for you. I'm just the paper passer. They hand me the paper, and I pass the paper to the other person who passes the paper to someone else. They got to pay my salary. That's who it is. That's how that works. It's the Rube Goldberg machine of government employees. And then Biden forgives all their student loan. It's craziness.